There wasn't any guided practice or independent practice for 4.4, but one of the things that I noticed is that people had a great difficulty understanding the vertical compression, the vertical stretch, horizontal compression, and the horizontal stretch. So I decided to make a video about it, okay, to explain it. So first we have all of our radical functions. Yeah, here's our parent function right here. That's our parent function right there. And as you can see, we have this one right here and this one is where the a's change. So here a equals 1/2 and this one a equals 2. Okay, now for this one here and this here, we see a transformation in the b. So b equals 1/2 and b equals 2. Okay, so as you can see, it does not matter whether or not there is a change in a or b. If it's less than 1, if the absolute value of a or if the absolute value of b is less than 1, okay, it's going to be below the parent function. Okay, if the absolute value of a and if the absolute value of b is greater than 1, for example 2 and 2 here, it's going to be above the parent function. That's something that you can understand. I mean, because when you decrease something by 1/2, it's going to be smaller, and if you increase something, it's going to be greater. Okay, the thing that you don't understand is the words, the vertical compression and the vertical stretch, or the horizontal compression and the horizontal stretch. This is something very confusing if you've never heard it, and so I'm going to try to explain it in this video. Okay? Okay, so let's look at the a value. When the a value changes, okay, when the a value changes, there's the a value right here, the 1/2, and here's 2. We call that either a vertical compression the writing is very not neat, but hey, okay, or a vertical stretch. Okay, now the compression, it narrows, and the stretch, it widens. So, as I was telling some of the class, if I imagine that a fisherman is laying on his back like this, okay, and he has a fishing pole. But his fishing pole and the line on the fishing pole is actually vertical, even though he's laying. And let's say he has himself the parent function, okay? So as you can see, okay, his line right here, his line right here, in order for him to attach it to the parent function, it has to be vertical. Okay, so let's say if he winds this line closer to him, okay, I'm going to use a different color. If he winds this line closer to him, if he winds it up closer to him, and he's going to bring it closer to himself, okay, this vertical line, if he winds it in and brings this parent function right here, see this parent function, closer to him, that is going to be a vertical compression. That is going to be a vertical compression. Okay, do you see that? Now, this man lying here, okay, let's put a little hat on him. Okay, if he winds this vertical fishing line that he has that is attached to the parent function, this parent function right here, okay, and if he winds this in, if his reels this in closer to him, okay, what is the product, this purple line here, let's try to find a purple color on this color. Okay, this purple line that he has compressed into him is a vertical compression. It narrows. Okay? It narrows. Now, if he takes that line, okay, if he takes that line and he moves it, this vertical line once again, and he lets it go, he lets the parent function go further out, okay, further out, then it's going to result in this line right here, somewhere all the way up to the top, okay, somewhere all the way up to the top. Now that is going to be a vertical stretch, or it widens. Okay, so he takes this line and he makes it wider or longer. Okay, then it's going to be a vertical stretch. Okay, once again, a fisherman lying on his back with a line that is vertical, that is attached to this parent function. And if he winds it in, if it reels it in and makes this line tighter, okay, he's making this line tighter into him, it becomes a vertical compression. This line is going to narrow, okay, from here to here. Okay, now, if he lets that line go, if he lets the line go, okay, lets it loose, okay, it's going to be a vertical stretch. Okay, so the parent function, the parent function has now moved wider, up. Okay, now that's for when we're talking about A values. Okay, now let's think about B values. Okay, let's think about B values. I don't want that there. Okay, let's think about. Okay, so let's look at B values now. Right here we have B equaling 1/2, B equaling 2. Okay, with B values, it is no longer a vertical, it is a horizontal compression or stretch. Okay, so the same fisherman that was on the last one, he was lying down on his back. Now he's standing straight up, like this. He's standing straight up. But look at his fishing line. Okay, look at his fishing pole and the line. Now it is horizontal. Now it is horizontal. In order to attach to this parent function, it is horizontal. Okay, you can see that the yellow is the fishing pole. Okay, since we don't want him to get sunburned, let's go ahead and put a hat on him. Okay, hats are very important when you go out to the sun. It doesn't give you wrinkles. Okay, so let's look at this horizontal line. Okay, now what he's going to do is he's going to reel this parent function in. He's going to reel it in this way. Okay, when he reels it in closer to him and he tightens that, it's going to result in this function right here. It's going to result in that function when you tighten that. You see that? When you tighten, let's see, it's going to get tighter that way, this way, and so it's going to result in that. So that is called a horizontal compression. Or you can say it narrows. Because his line is getting shorter right here. His line is getting shorter and it's getting compressed. So this function along with this graph, it is getting compressed. Okay, now let's say new scenario. Okay, he lets go of his fishing line. He's gonna let go of it. He's gonna let go of it. Okay, he's gonna let go of it and he's gonna unwind it. So the movement is now that way. So when you unwind the fishing line, this horizontal fishing line, you're gonna have a horizontal stretch. Or you can say it widens. Okay? So the difference is that imagine that for the A value, okay? For the A value, the fisherman is on his back and his line is vertical. His fishing pole is vertical. So when he takes the parent function and he reels it into himself, it's going to be a vertical compression. This line right here. This line right here is going to be a vertical compression. Okay? But when he reels it out, when he lets go of the line, this line right here is going to be a vertical stretch because he let it go. Okay? And his line right here, his fishing pole, is vertical. Now, for the B value, okay, his line is horizontal because he's standing upright. Okay? He's standing upright. So when he reels it in, when he reels it into himself, this line is going to be a horizontal compression. But when he lets it go, this line right here, that's him letting it go, is going to be a horizontal stretch. Okay? I hope you understand that. We're going to go over this again so you guys remember it and understand it. Well, anyways, bye.